the commitment I told myself, which is waking up early. And
What time do you usually wake up? What time does a detailer like
I
yourself?
really wake up like at 5:30.
Damn.
I had the alarm. I wake up at 6, but lately I've been so
In
like
tune?
used to it waking up early that I started waking up earlier. So now I wake up like at 5:30, but I just stay in bed for like
Yeah,
6 o'clock. I
just
gotta wake
chill.
up.
I feel that.
But by si- you know, but by s-
So
you know,
what time does that usually mean you go to bed then, or do you have nights where you just
lately, like the last month and a half, I've been sleeping really good. Like I started like learning what I could do to sleep better.
really
Yeah.
give me some pointers on that, bro? Cause I have trouble sleeping, bro.
Do
I gotta. There's the nights where I'm up till 3 in the morning, and I'm just like
you know?
contemplating life right there. Like go smoke another blunt. or-
Yeah, stuff like that. CBD helps. You
Oh,
know what
for
I mean?
real?
Yeah, CBD helps a lot. Shout out to CBD.
Bet.
And
I like the THC, but I ain't never tried his cousin CBD.
both. Sometimes both is good too. Mary Jane is always.
For sure.
Mary Jane's been a big part of my life for a long time.
Damn, bro. Let's go back to that part of your life. How old are you, bro?
You know what? 32.
Oh snap, we're around the
32,
same
yeah,
age. Oh
32.
shit.
Dope.
So you are 88.
89.
Oh, 89. Oh
89.
snap.
No, that was a Jay-Z lyric. I'm back in 89.
Right,
Pushing
right.
weight.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
shout out to Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, right. Trying to become billionaires like that guy, man.
Yeah.
Build our empires and shit.
And there's like a meme on Instagram that said, and I don't know if it's from him, I believe. He said, not, as kids, we didn't talk about how poor we talked about how rich we were gonna be.
Facts.
And I was like, damn, I love watching memes like that,
Right.
like
Reading some real shit on Instagram. Nah, bro, you're very motivational on Instagram. Like what from your past or made you that motivating where you're always like I even look at your story sometimes like a source of inspiration and motivation with the stuff that you post. Like what brought that out of you to be like that?
Man, one day, it's actually a true story and I remember the day specifically because I used to work for Starbucks.
Really?
Yeah, for like a year.
Wow.
How long ago is this?
Oh man, this is like more than 9 years ago. Because after I stopped Starbucks, I started detailing,
Oh,
but by
snap.
accident.
Wow.
So that was your last real job with Starbucks.
Yeah, my last that was my awakening. Where I
Like
hit,
get out of this
yes,
paycheck
and
to
this
paycheck.
so yeah, this is what I had that mentality of just working and always have money for myself and minding my own business and just working and doing little things,
Right.
like a little person who just minds his business but I would never I never had ambition. And I would always be like somebody's helper. I would always be somebody's assistant. I would always like follow just, you know. So and I would be happy with whatever I could get. And then one day I was going to the club a lot with my uncle. And one time I woke up late for a shift at Starbucks at 4:30 in the morning, opening shift.
Fuck.
And I was late, and I messed up. I woke up a little late, but got there like 20 minutes late. And then like a week or two later, they fired me for that.
Damn.
And I was devastated.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, like they really let me go. And I was working many other Starbuckses. Like when you're a Starbucks employee, you're able just to like branch out on your own and ask other Starbucks to say, you guys need a barista. I work at the local Starbucks, and I was getting a lot of hours. So the manager, she wasn't really handing out hours to people. Then she found out, Eric, are you doing like 40 hours? If I'm only assigning you like 20,
Right.
are you constantly working at other Starbuckses? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, and then
That was on top of what you missing that one day.
she was out to get me in the end, and then eventually I got fired. So I was down and out. You know when you get fired from a job.
That was what 9 years ago. You were like 21,
23.
22? Oh, 23. Okay.
Um,
So what high school did you go to then? Since we didn't even get.
Chatsworth.
Oh, cause you're on this side. Well, kind of on this side.
Yeah, Chatsworth. And then Cleveland.
Gotcha.
Cleveland. And then I dropped out proudly in Cleveland.
You were like, what year was that? 08?
Like 07, 08, yeah. 08, yeah.
You were like, man, thug life, fuck it. I'm going on my own.
Yeah, and just kicking it. And, I made a lot, a lot of unwise choices. If I had the mentality I have right now,
Like
10
many
years
of
ago,
us did, for sure. A lot of us
yeah.
made some stupid decisions at that age.
And that's the only way to learn. No
Facts.
lie, like
Those are the lessons of life, right?
you know how you learn because anybody could tell you like don't put your hand on the stove. it's hot. And, you'd be like, you don't believe it, and then once you do it, like you remember, the
You're never gonna do that again. You're like, fuck, that shit burned me last time.
yeah, like
Nah,
I'm looking out for myself. I'm not gonna do it.
Right, exactly.
Let me say no to this one. Sounds good. Thank you. But no.
It'd be like that, man.
Uh,
Sometimes I always get a story that I remember. I used to always see my mom ironing,
Oh yeah.
and then she would always see her go, lick her fingers and, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna try this out one day. But put my whole hand on that thing.
like he left
Never
it there for like a second.
Never again, bro.
My mom would leave it there for like not even a split
She
second.
just
Like,
But I went. Yeah, that shit was
that
not.
shit was
feel
crazy.
it.
I remember that vividly, yo. Vividly.
Question, Eric. How long were you employed with Starbucks before they let you like go?
For like a
After they-
year,
Oh,
like a
shit.
year. So I was like really devastated. But I was trying to do hours. I was trying to be, like trying to.
Put in work.
So I got fired, and then it was like my niece's birthday. Like her birthday is April 19th. So at that point, I was partying, and I ain't gonna lie, I was like drinking, doing drugs, going out, and But I was like, at least he's working and has his car and everything.
Right.
So when then I think my car started messing up, and I got laid off, and then I was really broke. I had no money, like seriously, not even like a couple bucks for beer. And then I was like, damn, I really want to buy my niece a birthday gift, and I don't have no money, not even that, but I don't even know how to make money.
Fuck.
I don't even know how to make money.
You were like, damn, what am I gonna do?
The only way I know how to make money is by like stealing or like
Mm.
working with someone and getting like $100 for the day or something.
Right.
Or like
Being the help.
or getting an actual job that I just got like I was like fuck, I got the actual job. It was going good and now I got fired.
Exactly. It's like, how you get fired on your day off? Great.
Yeah. So, and then I was like, damn. All right. So I took a long walk. I was down because I had no money and I really wanted to buy a birthday gift. And I was like, as an uncle, I got to.
Right.
So I took a long walk and I just, I did some deep thinking, talked to God, and I'm like, you know what, God? I give up. Like I'm dead broke and I'm just tired of it already. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I promise you, just give me something that I could call my own that I can never get fired from, and I promise you, I'll never stop working.
It's one of those. I've had those conversations.
Yeah, but I was
before.
like, this time I'm serious though.
Yeah, I've
Like
had
this time I am serious. Like fuck that. Like I'm gonna make money. Like it's not even on a spiritual tip. Like I'm here because I'm broke and I'm tired.
I'm tired.
Like E.T. Eric Thomas, I'm tired.
I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Oh, shout out to Eric Thomas, man. He's been helping
That's
me out
the
a
big
lot
homie
too.
for sure.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
man. Yeah, I mean, very shout out to him too. His videos.
They're very inspirational, right?
Yeah,
Especially in the
man.
morning when you're waking up and shit.
Yeah, man.
So you were talking to God and what idea dawned on you?
I didn't get the idea. I prayed and I said, let me, you know what I could do? I was like, you know what? The only way I could think about making money right now is by doing tattoos. I don't know how to make 100 something bucks though at the swap meet because they sell tattoo machines. I was like, that's how I'm gonna get money. I'm gonna start doing tattoos. Like
Oh,
case
shit.
solved. Okay, how do I do tattoos? You need to get the machine and equipment off the bat. So I was like, how are we gonna do that?
How did that come about?
So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna collect cans. I'm gonna start from backwards. I'm gonna start. I thought about like the ending result, and then I just worked my way backwards to how I started.
Right.
And I was like, well, do something that involves money, and you're gonna start leading to like bigger money, and like you're gonna start meeting more opportunities. But you have to follow, like,
Right. You follow the.
just follow, like like if you're like proactive, like you'll eventually So I started collecting cans, and then all night. And I was just thinking about the next day. I'm gonna go to the swap meet and buy a tattoo machine. I'm gonna buy a tattoo machine. Everybody's gonna get tatted.
All your homies and shit.
Everybody, like the way I do car wash. I was originally gonna do tattoos. I love tattoos. That was the plan. I was
Right.
like for money, like strictly for money.
That's how you were gonna feed yourself.
Yeah, that's how I was like. I pay money for tattoos. I could do that. Like I might not be good, but hey, like, I was like, then I collected it all night, and then the next morning my feet were blistered. But I said I'm gonna go turn in the cans to the recycling center and see if I actually get some money. All I wanted is a tattoo machine. That's it. Once I get that tattoo machine, it's all wild now. You know what I mean? And I was like, I got there and I was like, they only give me like $13.
Damn.
And I was like, $13? I was like, man, I need a tattoo machine.
That's usually how much they give you too. Like
Yeah,
you
it
get
was
like
out
a
of
whole
cash.
3 fucking bags, and
I collected all night, like trying to. I was like, I need to collect these cans. I get a tattoo machine. The only thing in my mind was tattoo machine. And I was like, $13 is too much time. Like I don't have time to.
right, because it's like how much time did you put in there to fucking?
Yeah, $13. I was like,
Doesn't make
the
sense.
idea is right now. So I said, I'm gonna hold a sign outside Food for Less, and I'm gonna be like, hey, anybody, looking for a job, you know what I mean? Got fired, down and out. um, I remember like some lady had told me like what's wrong with me, and I was like, I can't get a job. She's like, oh, you should wash cars, and I was like, I don't know, I think, that's. And some other guy paid for me too, and he was like, what's wrong with you, man? You're so young. And I was like, oh, this and that, and he's like, oh, you should. Yeah, I forgot what he said, but you do something too, and then I was like, damn, I really want a tattoo machine though, and that's all I thought about was a tattoo machine. I saw some guy in the parking lot. He was like doing some weird stuff to like a person like, on the hood of a car. He was like waxing a car by hand. I saw like some activity, and he was throwing a show. He put out like a bunch of wax on the hood, and I was like, what's that guy doing? And he was like explaining to another person, like the owner of the car, like he was waxing the car. And then I went back, and like 20 minutes later, he came up to me driving, and I was like standing outside Food for Less, and he sees the sign. I can't get a job. He's like, hey, what's wrong with you? I'm like, oh man, I got fired, man. I'm trying to get money, man. I'm trying to get a tattoo machine.
Yeah.
He's like, you want a job? He's like, yeah. I got up. He asked me if I want a job, and I was like, yeah, I want a job. He's like, perfect, you're hired.
Oh,
And I was like, hell yeah, like
on the spot.
like don't even treat it like yeah.
I won't let you down.
And then I'm like, doing what? I remember exactly doing what. He's like, headlights, and I was like, brr, brr, brr. I was like, oh, what is that? I wanted a real job. I thought he was gonna say like Home Depot or some shit.
You were like, I thought it was gonna
Costco.
be a corporation or.
Or like something, like where like I get a badge and everything. Nah, he's like headlights. And I was like, what is that? What do you mean headlights? He's like, yeah, I just made $50 off this guy right here in the parking lot. I'm like, yeah, I waxed his hood really quick, and and then he paid me $50. I'm like, you made $50 right now?
Really? Just the hood?
Yeah, and I saw him too, so it made sense. I was like, oh, it made sense. It made sense. So then, and I was like,
Wait, he waxed it?
I just saw him do something. He did he put like some type of cream on the hood. And sometimes I know it's like this like gypsy type of activity where people come up and they meet you at parking lots, and I could take out that scratch for you, or I could take out that dent, and they do because they work at body shops. Sometimes the simplest things that you can do to a car, and people don't know how to do it. So it's not really gypsy-ish, but
That's the phrase they use.
yeah. And he's a street hustler, so he was telling me he spoke to me very few minutes. I got in his car, and he's like a Southsider gypsy homie, big homie. He's cool. He's like, I showed you how to make money doing headlights. And I was like, in my mind, like, what is this? You know what I mean?
Is this the dude that you be posting? Like, oh,
Nah. I just like a long time. It was like one time I met him twice actually.
Mm.
But yeah, that's some older guy. I mean, and he said, watch this. I'm gonna do the guy's headlights. Whose headlights? Anyone's headlights. I was in his car in the middle of the Food for Less parking lot. He randomly points at a car with his finger, and I'm like, he's pointing at a person, like through the window, and the person could see him point. And he rolls down the window and he tells the guy driving, like in the parking lot of Food for Less, your headlights are dirty. The guy's like, what? I was like an older guy. He came out. He's like, what? He's like, your headlights. The owner of the car that was driving thought something's wrong with his car, so he got out the car. And like, what's wrong with my car? Why are you pointing at my car? And the guy was talking. He's like, your headlights are dirty. I could clean them. You could see a lot better at night. Well, let me give you a sample. And he's like, my headlights, they're dirty. And the guy was so persuasive to clean the headlights that he did it. He took like 2-3 minutes. He just, he put some type of cream on there and he cleaned the light. He got like $20. And in my mind, I'm like, damn, this fool made $20 right now.
You do with lemon?
Yeah, he did just be $20. And I was like, according to my math, I could do this all day. I could clean people's headlights all day. So he told me, you know what? Yeah, I just made $20 right now. This is how you do it. Give me a nice little motivational speech about like doing detailing in panels and like auto body stuff. You know what I mean? About just making quick money daily, and that you can always make money anywhere and everywhere you go. Do headlights, and he's like, good luck. And then I was like, man. So that the idea was sparked, and all I said was, you know what? I'm gonna forget the can idea, and I'm gonna go do headlights. Forget the tattoo machine. Forget the tattoo idea. I gotta do people's headlights. That literally, I was walking to my brother's house to go on YouTube, and I was walking. I had the great idea to ask people along the way, "Hey, I want to clean headlights. Where should I go?" I had no clue. I was like, "But it's a good idea." The guy just made 20 bucks on parking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that all day. They're like, if you go to AutoZone or Pep Boys, I'm sure they have like a little kit. So I was like, what? And it's like I went random into like I go to Pep Boys, but I never went into no headlight restoration detailing kit. I never
I
like
feel that.
you just get soap, sponges, the towels. You don't really like specifically look for like one ingredient. Let me turn the label. Does it have this ingredient?
Yeah.
Nah, we don't want it.
Right.
It's not the real deal. But so I was like, headlight. So I asked the guy that worked at Pep Boys, like, hey, do you know where I can find a headlight restoration to clean cars? He's like, it's in this aisle. So I look in the aisle. I'm like, man, scratching my head. I don't even have money on me. I'm just gonna take it. You know, because I don't want to waste time. I'm gonna go watch YouTube. I find this box. It says headlight restoration, and I'm like, what the hell? So I get the box and I just open it. And I just put everything in my pocket, and I put the back box, and then I walk out. And then as I'm walking out, I'm looking at it like, what is this stuff? It's like a little like a sanding paper and like a little bit of cream and a little sponge. I'm like, what the fuck? Then I go on YouTube and then I type in the box and videos of how to do headlights.
Damn, that's the beginning of Eric's detail.
Yeah, so I was like, you go like this. So right after watching the video a couple times, I went downstairs and I did my brother's headlights on his truck. Like, you know, like scratching away, like, you know. And the first thing I noticed was people walking by were like looking, and they asked me, hey, how much I charge and if I have a business card.
Sick.
Off the bat, like the first 5 minutes of me doing it, I was like, people are watching me. Like, they're like, what is he doing? Sanding. Like, people are regular parking lot activity, like just minding their own business. Me right there, like in the parking lot,
All concentrated.
super concentrated. And I think I was on drugs too.
Faded
And
concentrated.
I think I was
I
on
call that
drugs.
faded concentrated. Yep.
I was yeah, more than faded. I was really concentrated, focused. I maybe skipped out a couple parts of what I.
You were supposed to do that day.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Shout out to Rick James.
I was about to
Yo, couch.
I was about to ask you what kind of drugs we talking about, man?
Oh man,
Cocaine and
Don't tell my
cocaine
PO,
accessories.
Don't tell my P. Oh, nah. Uppers, definitely uppers.
What, you like? Damn, that's crazy. I used to like downers,
I
bro.
love uppers, man. Uppers get you concentrated, focused, on point, like super, like hyper.
Damn, coke gets you on point like that?
Yeah, it wasn't coke. It was the other stuff.
Oh, la glass.
Yeah, glass. Scante warrior. No, I was never a Scante warrior. Nah.
Scante
I was
warrior.
never that.
Or as one of my neighbors calls it mice.
Oh,
He's like, I heard that one too.
mice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, you go on. You were saying you were like concentrated in the.
So yeah, I
people
was
were
so
looking at.
I was so concentrated. I was so tired of being tired. I told God the night before, like, I'm so tired of being tired. I give up. I surrender. I am not playing. I'm going to the tattoo machine. I'm gonna start tattooing. Like, but it doesn't matter what it is. If you just give me something that I could call my own, I'll be happy with that. But right now, I'm gonna stick to the tattoo machine idea. So when the guy hired me the next day, I always said, good enough. Like, I just need the idea. I got the rest. You know what I mean? So I took the box. I took initiative. I said, you know, I don't got money for it. I don't got time for it. I'm just going to take it. I'll repay it later. Who cares? You know what I mean? I went to a YouTube video. People started asking for business cards right away. I was like, wow. I would just started doing people's headlights everywhere I went. Hey, let me do your headlights really quick. Let me do your headlights.
And what was your rate for that?
At
At that
first,
time?
I remember how I started learning how to get customers. The people who would watch me, they would stop me right away and they would ask me. So I got used to that after like the first day or two. And then I was like, I'm going to remember what the guy did in the parking lot. He pointed at a car and he stopped the car and he made the owner of the car come out and look in the front of the vehicle. And then I'm supposed to say, hey, your headlights are dirty. So that's what I did. I would go to random spots and I'm like, just point at people's cars like, hey. And they'll look at their car like, hey, what's wrong with my car? Your headlights.
Putazo que tienes.
No, they think it's something. They think like it's something, they ran over something.
Right.
No, but you tell them the headlights. And they're like, what's wrong with my headlights?
Las
Like, they're dirty.
luces,
Yeah.
hermano, las luces.
You clean them. You clean it, one of them. You ask me, let me clean one of them real quick.
I'll
They're
be like, let me clean half of one.
One.
I'm
Well, you-
sampling your shit,
Well,
motherfucker.
yeah, you clean it, and then they're like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? They pay you.
And you carry it like half, like just the headlight around with you, bro.
Yeah, the whole as a sample,
That'd be
the
crazy.
backpack with the drill gun.
Sick.
Okay, so I had the idea. I was like, I'm gonna get the drill gun. So, but then people who didn't see me do it, it would be hard getting customers because I would walk
Yeah.
around like, I clean your headlights. Like, I don't, no thanks, man.
Yeah,
I got no change. I'm like, no, I don't want your change. I want I want to clean your headlight.
yeah.
So what I learned was people always say no. So one day, me and my friend were asking, how can we get customers to say yes? So we said, but if the price is too much or they don't want to pay, how about we tell them it's for free? So we actually experimented. Like, okay, let's go tell people that we're gonna clean them for free. And so we're like, hey, can I do it for free? And people are like, if it's for free, I'll go ahead.
Yeah.
So we
Fucking
did it.
Assholes.
So we did it. And I was like, the whole point was for us to do it because the
Get
word
the
free.
practicing.
Yeah, not only that, but people stop right away and say, "Hey, how much you charge for that?" No,
Oh,
like,
as you're doing the
Yeah,
sample,
that's
free
what I
sample.
learned. So what I said,
So it's
was,
like you're giving some away for free,
And
so that
attracting other
everybody
people,
else,
So you could come
exact-
back.
yeah. So that, and the moment I learned that, I was like, so this is how I'm able to start working anywhere and everywhere I go, where just work for free one and throw on a big show, and then people are gonna stop and look, and it works every time. I could do it in the parking lot right now, and someone's gonna be like, "Hey, I had the same problem. I got dirty lights." And he's cleaning it, and it looks like he's trying. And you're like, you look at it, and you're like, "Damn, he's doing a good job."
Right.
So I learned that, and I was like, "Wow, that's gonna be my thing now. A parking lot boy. He'll clean your headlights, and he'll come through."
Parking lot
And
boy.
and this whole time it was you or like with a friend, you said?
No, it was I got throughout my journey of this headlight thing, I met a lot of people in the street, and he was one of the guys where I would do drugs with, but he was always smart, and he would say like intelligent things, you know what I mean? And I was like, damn, this guy is, it sounds like good stuff, and then but eventually he went off his own way, and I kept on focused on detailing. No, but not only headlights, and then people would ask me, what else do you know how to do? I'm like, oh, just headlights. You take out scratches or anything like that? I'm like, nah. It's like, it's the same thing though. I'm like, no. So then I was like, all right, I want on YouTube.
YouTube University, man. We've
Yeah.
been preaching that since the beginning of this
God bless,
podcast.
No, God bless YouTube. If it wasn't for
Hey.
YouTube, oh my God, Chemical Guys gave me the world's. I thought Chemical Guys gives you like a million options, and when I first typed in Chemical Guys, I thought they were like you have to know Chemical Guys to detail cars, and I was like, so much to remember that that I watched all their videos. Shout out to Chemical Guys.
It's called Chemical Guys.
Yeah, it's just, but that's how I started. But then,
For all my future detailer, that's how you learn
oh yeah, that's how I started learning. And then,
basics at least.
yeah, through Chemical Guys videos, YouTube, countless videos, and then just started working everywhere I went. And then I started washing cars out of a shopping cart.
What?
Yeah, because just no car. I had no car, and I was like, but I was making money washing people's cars like down the street with a little generator. I had all the setup except the car. But I'll go and I'll get like $100. I show
No
up there.
fucking excuses.
No, there was no excuses. It was just the plan and then execute the plan. That's it. Bottom line.
Execution.
Whatever it cost. Like I wanted money. I don't care. Like I ain't gonna go
Wow.
get the money. Like I'm gonna go there with a shopping cart and watch it. And so they would trip out.
Execution, determination.
People would be like, "Where's your car at?" I'm like, "Oh, I do waterless wash, cordless vacuum. I got the generator," right? And they'll see it. And they'll just see like a little cart right there. Just like,
What do you mean waterless wash?
oh, I learned.
Break that down for sure.
I was like, how am I gonna wash cars with no water? Like no tank. So I just typed it in. How to wash cars with no water.
Bruh.
And then the video popped up. Chemical Guys.
Yes, bro.
So it's just chemical stuff you gotta hit?
No, I was like you just buy some solution and
shit.
you mix it
The old man hit the ball.
and you wash cars with a bunch of microfiber towels, and I was like, well, this eliminates the water, so I'll just do waterless wash. You get a pump sprayer and you just wet the car, and then you throw some lubricant on there, and then you just wipe it, and you try not to scratch the car so much. And I was like, perfect, good enough. Like that's good enough. Let's go. Like let's start washing. Like So I would always carry a bunch of spray wax bottles in my backpack and a bunch of towels and a sprayer, and then I would have my cordless vacuum, and then I'm fully capable. Like I would actually win. People would be like, "Oh, I'm gonna get my car washed. You got some backpack on right now."
That's very impressive, bro.
So
A lot of people.
so I've been like this for almost 9 years straight.
Very-
I just keep on like collecting, and as you go, you just.
knowledge, learning and learning.
I had many cars. The Astro van I have right now, I have the '98 Astro. It's like 1 out of 7 vehicles I have that I always had. Every car I get, it would be car wash. Gotta get a tank in there and a pressure washer. I gotta stay making money. Like that's the only thing I know. Ever since I learned how to do it, I never stuck. I stay in parking lots. Half my day is in parking lots, more than that.
But don't you love it, bro? Because you've really got it to the point. You got it down to where you have a schedule. I know that, bro. At a certain hour, if you want to go fishing, you go fishing. You're like the
If
only.
you want to do parkour, you do parkour. I saw your story today. You're Daredevil, bro. That
I-
just scared
I
the
only-
crap out of me for you, bro. I was like, how's he just doing
I
it?
only know one person that's a detailer that's that structured like that, like you are, and that's you. You're the only person I
Well,
know that. Every other detailer that I know has. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to shit on nobody, but they low key half-assing it.
It's
Cause being your own boss, I mean, me and you both can relate that it's not easy. It's more responsibility.
yeah, it is. Trust me, and you learn it quick too.
Fast.
This isn't something like you'll learn it quick. Everything fails, everything, and everything's a good idea, but everything fails when you try to like execute it. But what I learned was I want everything to go wrong. I want to start and I want to start solving problems right away. So I would instantly just start learning everything from the importance of having a business card. Because everybody keeps asking, you have a business card? Out of nowhere, I need a business card. Right. I'm a business owner overnight. You know what I mean? This is cool.
Right.
But I was like, there's so much to learn. And after years of doing this, you get to a point where, okay, let's stop learning. And it's not about being like, being the world best. It's time to start making money.
Right.
Like money, are you making money? And it got to a point where damn, I'm really good, but I'm not making money.
You were just kind of like
I got-
breaking even.
I graduated and I stayed in school. Like, hey, you graduated, like now go make money.
Right.
So it's good. So I would make little money always all the time, but I was like, where am I going with this? Like, why am I focused so much of my energy, which is 25 hours of the day, to this, to like not be able to buy stuff. I don't have money. And
Right.
I'm always working. So I just started learning more about business and just talking to the people who run businesses. And I'm always getting mentored by a lot of people. Older people who I took this is one great advice. If anybody could take anything from this podcast, it would be this right here. I'm about to say it. My shit went too. Let me see.
What's the gem that mentor taught you?
Well, there's actually a lot now. If I think about it, I try to think about when I just hear all these
All these coming to Erik.
yeah,
Thomas.
yeah. Oh
Chief
man,
Jakes.
yeah. It's even hard to pick one, man. The best thing I can say is find yourself a mentor, and talk to him or her daily. And I'm always getting mentored by a lot of people where, it takes a while for you to absorb knowledge, for me at least. But when you hear it constantly, like constant constructive criticism, by people who are really like have good intentions for you, it finally sits in and it sinks in and it kind of like grows in like a seed. And I learned to surround yourself with people, generally who you admire,
Right.
and people who you don't really admire, never to look down, but to kind of stay away. Because the truth is that it rubs off on people. People's energies rubs off to. And so, like they say, you are like the average of the 5 people you are around with.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know, and I took it to heart, where I was like,
It's kind of crazy when you realize that, because you kind of realize that for a while you have to become a loner.
yeah,
To find the right people to surround yourself with.
yeah, it gets yeah, you know what? It's really lonely at the top. I'm not even at the top. But you know what though?
I feel like on the road to the top, it's really lonely.
And then this is where this is a whole different how I think. It's like it's already lonely as it is. What do you mean? It gets more lonelier?
Right.
Ah, shit! I need to smoke some weed.
Oh man.
We'll be back in our commercial
We'll be
breaks.
back. It gets more lonely.
The current podcast is sponsored by.
Sound like Kermit the Frog.
Fucking mode.
No,
I was
but
trying to do Manny's voice.
no,
Oh.
but it's yeah, you know what? I took it to heart. I just and I said, but I was always on drugs. But I always would work.
There's a question in the Twitch chat, and they ask, how would you go about asking for mentorship?
Good question.
Okay, first, the best advice I can give is first start, and you're gonna run into a lot of problems. And a lot of people, a lot of mentors, they like actually mentoring. So you're instantly like within a few, people are gonna start hitting you up. Hey, like I noticed you're doing this. Do it like this maybe next time. And don't take it as like personal. Like, hey, don't try to correct me. People are like, hey, thank you for correcting me.
A lot of people do that. How do you refrain from taking it personal?
You have to understand that their best interest. They have nothing but the good intentions for you. They have their best interests, for you.
Right.
So you have to absorb like a sponge, and you have to stay quiet sometimes and nod your head like, mm-hmm. Sometimes you have to hear stories that like, okay, oh man, I don't got time for this. But you gotta let them vent, because like they're already there. You know what I mean? And they're
In a sense, in their own way.
and they're breaking down knowledge to you.
Right.
So you just have to just not talk back. You know what I mean? Not talk, but listen and not talk back.
And that's something that I've always kind of took to heart too, is you want to surround yourself with people that are doing better than you, so that you can eventually get to that.
No, you will. Because the people generally, like, if you're the one that's lacking, they'll pick you up. Like, hey dog, like, I see you're lacking on this point.
Right.
Let's go.
Exactly.
And that's what we need. We need that. Like now if you see somebody slacking too much, then you gotta just tell them. But yeah, the best way to get a mentor is to say I need a mentor.
Really?
Yeah, like say it first to yourself. I need a mentor. Like come to the conclusion that I got this idea.
That's self-awareness.
Yeah, I got this idea. It's going good, but you know what? Like I want to save time. The whole reason, the why I get mentors, because I want to save time.
Yes,
I don't want to learn the long way or the hard way right now. I'm already 9 years deep. I don't want to do another 9 years.
You see, this guy's smart right
I'm
here.
already like done, data. Like if it works, if I can make $10,000 selling toilet paper, like overnight, I would probably stop detailing and just be pure toilet paper business.
Facts.
You know what I mean? I'm like, detailing was, thank you, but I'm still toilet paper now. Why?
Thank you.
The amount of money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey man, we were in COVID, bro. That shit was a commodity.
Hey, but that brings
Right.
me to another thing though. Once you have this entrepreneur mind state, you absorb the YouTube videos and you take their advice. And you take the action that they tell you to take, which is you have to embarrass yourself. And you have to admit that, okay, you're gonna look stupid a lot, and you're gonna look dumb, and you're gonna have some crazy ideas, but they're not crazy. It's just that
Nobody else gets it yet.
yeah, nobody else gets it because it's not built yet. It's not in the. You know what? Ooh. Okay, and your Instagram post, yours. Oh shit.
Which
man.
one, bro?
I don't know if it was on your stories or you posted it. It was like you were cutting hair like in the backyard or something, and you wrote the caption like, this is where, like, I told you one day I was gonna get a shot from here to here.
Oh yeah. It was like
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of
And
remember.
then you wrote something
Right,
long,
right,
yeah.
right,
You like writing. I read the things that you write. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Nah, I
Dope,
remember.
It gets interesting. You have to read it, and I can't stop now. Yeah. See how it goes. All right, then skip a few words. All right, too long. Hold on. I'll read it later. Hold on. You come back again. I gotta know what he says though. Like I gotta just read it.
If not, I can't sleep at night.
Yeah. How did it end?
How did it end?
How did it end?
Fuck, what was he trying to say?
So,
That's just but
I read them though. But yeah, and I
real
was like,
shit,
yeah.
man. Like that shit was I feel like, at least for me, bro, that shit even happened to me today. Yesterday, bro. I have an announcement. I have my brother kind of like, I've been telling him I wanted to teach how to barber and to teach. I've been wanting to teach it and shit. And then he sent me a job application for a barber school in the area, and I fucking called and I was like, well, I emailed them first, and then she was like, hey man, just call me as soon as possible. And I called her, and I got an interview tomorrow to go see if I'm gonna barber instructor.
Damn.
But you know what's the trip about that is that I've been speaking it into existence. I've been speaking on it. Like, I want to do this.
You
I
have-
want to do that.
you
and
have
then,
to. That's
bro,
important.
Out
You
of nowhere, like, you know, my brother, he was thinking about me at the moment that he saw that. And he was kind enough to share it with me, to where now it's like, who knows what kind of opportunity can come from this.
A lot of opportunities.
Exactly.
And it's like, you know, I understand now. The day I got the idea, I understood why Pinky in the Brain, why the brain was so concentrated.
Why?
Because
You know, want to take over the world.
He wanted, but you know how he wasn't like, it wasn't an idea for him. That was like, it was gonna happen.
That was
It was a
life.
mission. or
Like
something.
we're gonna take over the world. It's not if or when, like how. It's we're going to.
Yeah, because every
That-
time they would ask him, "What are we gonna do
But
tonight?"
he wanted the
We're gonna take
world.
over
Take over the
world.
And that's how it feels when I started my business. Was I want to take over the. Well, it was first the headlight restoration, but now it's the detailing. But now it's not even detailing anymore. Now it's
Now, what is the vision for Erik Detailing?
shout out for Victor from Victoria's. He said, I'm gonna show you how to be a businessman. You know what I mean? And detailing is your profession. You specialize in detailing. It's an avenue where you get income. But a businessman, well, now we have multiple incomes, and you know we learn credit and learn how to leverage opportunities that are available to you. But you know, step by
fuck with
step.
that,
So, that's one of my mentors too. And Andre, shout out to Andre. Two good mentors that I have, where all you can do is absorb knowledge and hope to God that
and
you
apply it later.
you
right?
apply. And then right there is how later though. Like now, like in a lot of stuff, when you get knowledge, you can apply now. Like you don't have to wait forever.
Right.
Like it's something that you just have to be consistent when you know, like when you're not motivated.
What do you do to keep yourself motivated, or do you believe more in discipline than motivation?
I this is what I believe. Never let a customer walk away. Period. whoa, gang shit.
I thought you were gonna say unsatisfied,
Nah,
but you were like, "Don't ever let a customer go."
that's how we get money.
Period.
That's it.
That's a good fucking way to put it,
that's
bro.
it. That's-
You don't
I
want
don't
no
wanna-
customer. You don't want to leave no food on the table, right?
Yeah, I want to be like when I left, like when I'm done for the day, I know I did all the customers I could. If not, I'm gonna study how I'm gonna do it. And
Facts.
and so when if to lose an opportunity, not even money, to lose a customer is the worst, because without customers we have no business. And what do we want to be? Business owners.
Facts.
Why are we letting customers go? And all of it is mostly customer. I remember I would always ask people, can you give me a tip? People who did detailing, or they would, you know, I'm like, hey, yeah, use this for microfiber towel or this and that. And then one time some guy said, you want a tip for detailing? Yeah. You learn how to kiss a lot of ass. And I was like, oh, all right. And that's true, man. When it comes to detailing,
I feel like in any business, nah, real shit, you gotta, you know, it's that.
any business. Like, you have to come, and sometimes not every
be
car,
happy and
not every car is in great condition. Where to the point where like, wow, it's hot. It's summer. It's in the middle of July. It's super hot. And then like you encounter a situation where like, whoa, I need a team for this. You know what I mean? And but you brought it upon yourself, and you're like, oh man, I got it. This is what I'm here for, though.
Right.
Like this is.
Has there ever been a car that you're like, fuck, I can't do this, bro, or it's gonna take me
all the time?
or it's gonna take me a few days?
Oh, like as far as time wise, I'll hire help if it's big. I'll hire help.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know customer left behind either. I got a lot of customers, so I can't be on one car forever. McDonald's got to serve 1 billion people. Me too. Shout out to Maywood. Nah. $1 billion club.
Hey, that's crazy, dog.
No, nah.
So what's the next thing? What's the next 5 years look like for Erik Detailing?
Well, in the next 2 months, I'm gonna get myself a Ford Transit, a real nice van, and like my mentor Andre said, the right look.
So you're taking it to the next level from
the
Astro
2022. From the shopping cart.
From the shopping cart.
Hey, no, but shout out to that Astro. It's fully loaded, and it's a money making machine. Shout out to
You're
that's
gonna
the
keep it.
backbone.
You're gonna keep it after, right?
Hell no, I'm gonna burn it. Nah, I'm gonna keep it. I invested so much money into it. You know what I mean? I fixed a lot of parts from head to toe. Went to the junkyard, took it to mechanics. It's good the way I have it set up. I actually want to see if I could sell it at a good price if somebody wants to start detailing.
An apprenticeship.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's good and it's fully set up, and I honestly would love to see, and perhaps maybe have like a crew running it, maybe, or you know what I mean? Having it stationed somewhere where I could have it like at a plaza, where on the weekends hire two people based on commission, where like from 7 to 1 at a certain parking lot every weekend. We're gonna do a like stationary car wash where it's gonna be a quick exterior $20 wash. You push people roll up really quick, get a quick vacuum. You know what I mean? And for $20 and in and out.
How many cars can you do with that big ass tank in that van?
Depends how big are the cars, but you could do like average 10 cars. But it really depends on how much water you use, and not every car needs 1,000,000 gallons, and some cars need 1,000,000 gallons. You have to learn how to
Distribute it.
yeah, you have to learn every situation is different. It's not even about car washing. It's
Water
about,
management.
yeah, it's just a pressure washing goes a long way. I mean, shout out to my pressure washer. You know what I mean? It needs a break. I need to. I'm actually gonna upgrade everything. So when I get the new van,
Shout out to Amazon.
Amazon.
I be seeing your posts, bro.
That's all you
I don't
get.
Hey,
even-
like, man, I'm gonna tell you something, Erik. I remember back, it was like probably like 2-3
Finally,
years
show
ago.
you woke up.
I was letting him talk, man. He was on a roll.
He was on the phone.
I remember, what's it called? Back then, I kept seeing your posts on IG over and over again. I just kept it coming up, and I was like, why does this guy keep coming up on my stuff, man? I don't even need a car wash right now.
It's called paid advertisement though.
You know, and yeah. So it kept coming up, and then one day, bro, I'm pulling up to pick up my girl, and I'm behind her house in Northridge, and then I'm like just there waiting, and I look up and I see your Astro van, bro, and I see the decals you have on there and everything. I'm like, that's him. And then right when I see that, when I look down again, I look up. You already started washing the van. Or, I mean, it was a truck you're washing. I was like, sick. And I remember going up to you and asking how much you charge and everything like that. But you came up to me super professionally.
Did I?
Yeah, did I? You're like, this is how much I charge. Here's my card. This and that. I was like, sick. And then like probably a year later, we started the podcast, and I would always tell my brothers like, this guy we need to get him on the podcast.
Yeah,
And then I was following you, remember? And then every day was you were getting a new supply, or you were getting something different.
I still
new
am.
tool.
I just don't post it no more. Now it's just like, what's the point?
You want to get nobody
you.
bored.
Yeah, like that's yeah. I still have. I never have stopped. With the mentality of no customer left behind.
And always investing in you.
Always investing. It's nonstop investing. Like you wouldn't believe how when one thing goes right, 10 things fail, and it's like
Shit. Be like that.
so. But that's the name of the game. So like, just in order to get 10 things up, 100 things are gonna go bad, and it never stops. But the whole point is like you start learning a system where like, how can I save time? And again, all with mentors. If you get mentored right, you save so much time. So I took it to heart. I have been having like 2 mentors for like a year and a half. And
this is a mentor that's in the auto detailing game as
auto
well?
detailing game and the financial mentor who will help you build your credit and use opportunities financially.
Yeah.
Where'd you meet these people?
You detailed their cars?
Through the grapevine of the auto detailing, pretty much. You know, once you start detailing, you start knowing people.
It's a network that just builds.
Yeah, and then we all know each other, like something, you know what I mean? And you know, through Instagram, paid advertisement is one of the best ways that 98% of my business comes from Instagram. That's how you found me, no?
Yep.
Through
Well,
Instagram.
that's when he started doing it, and then I hit you up one day. I was like, I need a wash, bro.
Instagram.
Well, not a wash. 'Cause this is the difference. This is. Can we distinguish the difference between detailing and washing, bro? Because I had I had a car wash guy before.
Okay, here, I'll keep it short and simple. The price.
The price.
My check.
Yesterday's price
The
is
price.
not. How does it go?
like how JC says, what's the difference between the two cars? He's like, about 30, 50 G's, cocksucker, beat it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
No, the difference between a wash and well, it's just time.
Because I had a detailer that I think got butthurt. I mean, a washer that got butthurt with me because I started using you. But it was like, I saw the difference in the job, I feel like.
You know, I took what I do personal. Like I take it personal. It wasn't. I don't see it as a job. I see it as my reputation.
Facts, the same way I see
And
it.
and the worst thing I could ever have, and I still, maybe like I had like one or two ever in my life where it was a real bad review of like just, but it had nothing to do with me. It had to do with just my I was unexperienced and I must have portrayed something that I wasn't. But they're like the effort was good, but bad experience overall. But the effort A for effort again. So I would always get A for efforts. But
Damn, that must feel weird.
in the bad review though, but I was like, damn, at least they gave me A for effort. But like caution, do not use this guy. And I was like,
Really? What did you?
this is years. This is when I first started.
for sure. What did she say though?
I don't remember what exactly what it was, but it was something like she was speaking facts and being honest. And I was like, damn, I tried to shoot too much for it, and I failed like 100 times, but I learned something. So you know what? Things did go wrong, but I learned something, and honestly, that's what I'm in it for.
Gotcha.
Like, I'm sorry, but I'm in the learning process. So like, bear with me. But she gave me A for effort, but it was bad review and it hurted me. So, but I never have had someone tell me, I think you're cutting. Like, I don't think you want this. You want to? No one ever told me that. Like, I don't think you love what you do. People always say it all the time. It looks like you love what you do. It looks like you're into it. It looks like you know what you're talking about. You're so consistent. Like, damn, like, I've been hearing that for years. It's not even rare for me. Like, people come up to me that knows detail. Like, hey, you do detailing, huh? Eric? I saw you. I'm like, oh shit, they know my name.
You're famous now, bro.
Yeah,
You are.
Not that famous. No, nah, pre-famous. Nah. I don't even want to be
He's
famous.
like, I'm a D-list celebrity.
At this moment in my life, I just want to I'm looking forward for 2022.
Well, I feel like, I mean, I don't want to be famous either, but it's almost like our name has made us reputable.
Yeah,
As far as
I feel sometimes I
you're
feel
known
famous.
for detailing.
Yeah, no, I feel there's sometimes people come up to me and they sincerely tell me like, Eric, I follow you on Instagram for a very long time, for years actually,
Right.
and I'm finally meeting you, and it's not common for them. Like, oh, thanks, man. I appreciate they're real general fans because I do run an Instagram business. Like
Right.
I'm generally in people's faces. Like I think what Muhammad Ali said in an Instagram video, he said, and on a meme, he's like, work really hard and then advertise. So I took it to heart. I'm like, just work really hard and just advertise what you do.
Right.
And then it's always advertising too. It's nonstop advertising until you get a lot of customers, and you can start just like pick and choose your customers, and by that you start raising your prices.
And how does a detailer or a guy that is washing cars go from charging something to charging more of a premium price?
The difference. What do you mean? Hold on.
Because like you said, because you know how I asked you what's the difference between a car wash and a detail, and then you said the price.
Oh yeah, the price.
So what takes a car wash to the next level to it being a detail? Like what separates the two? So or how can a detailer or somebody that is washing cars start charging more? What's a hack to get there faster?
Having all the tools. Being like
So
having all
that's
the tools in your truck
investing.
and van. Yeah, you have to be fully loaded and ready for any situation. A lot of people right now just have the water tank, generator, simple stuff,
The
and that's cool.
basics.
Yeah, the basics, and that's cool. That's all. That's it. If it works, why create more madness?
Right. But
But-
if you want to create more value and charge more,
Yeah, you have to have the machinery. Like it's not. Yeah, anybody can have the idea because ideas are free, but you have to invest, and you have to like be able to produce right there and then. Like
it's crazy because like I remember one time I asked you to remove my emblems from my car.
I
And
made
you
it.
were like, "Oh, that's nothing, bro. I'm gonna just do this." And he came into his car, got all the equipment, bro. It was done. And then when I came back out, it looked like I never had emblems on my car.
I made a video of that too.
Yeah, exactly. Little tutorial, didn't you?
Tutorial and music video with.
See, like content, like
And actually, that video, a lot of people hit me up.
about wanting to take the emblems off too.
No, about
How to do it?
no, about the training course.
Oh, that's when you started doing the training course.
Yeah, because that's when a lot of people started asking me, like, hey,
You doing training courses for this?
no, they started asking me, how do you do it step by step? And I was like, I was already doing training courses, but I was like, just take my training course. But I would always answer for free. All the people on Instagram hit me up, I would answer for free, and I still do. The thing is, I have a lot of people on Instagram, and it's always 98% of my Instagram messages are from detailers. Shout out to everybody on Instagram. I love you guys. You guys are the best.
How many followers you got right now?
I think like almost 4,800 maybe.
Yeah, just about.
So it's all, and it's a lot of detailers in the valley that are hitting you up.
They're
then.
mostly all detailers.
That's
98% of my Instagram messages are detailers asking me how or what they use or what, or suggest based on detailing. And then if I'm lucky, I'll get like messages like, and but they I get a lot of like random phone calls though and text messages though. But in DMs though, it's like, so I said to myself like, what do I do with all these detailers? And I was like, what would a businessman do?
How do I monetize this?
Start doing yeah. I was like, supply and demand, attract and profit. So I was like, so I was like, I have a lot of detailers always asking me
That's crazy because I do see you do a few of those classes a few times
regularly. No, not a week, monthly,
a
regularly.
week. Monthly? Oh, okay.
Yeah, right. Well, the thing is, right now I have a lot of people asking me, but it's kind of pricey too. Ain't gonna lie, it's $900.
And that's what made you get
I
to that
saw the
price
sweat
point?
and tear that he put it into.
Yeah,
it,
you learn, but the people it's a good training course. But $900 right now, like, I don't. $900 hurt me too.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. You actually have had people that will pay that 900.
Yeah, but it didn't start. It didn't start at like a seed to a tree. It didn't start at 900, and it's not gonna end at 900. But it started at 450. Same thing I would do is at 450 because I had no experience training.
Right.
So I said I'm just gonna do it and just see how it goes. So I did it. I did my best, and then as time went by, I started getting better.
Did
And
you take trainings before though?
Yeah, it took a few. Yeah, a few.
Yeah.
And I also worked for free, like 98% of my career, working nonstop for free. Shout out to working for free in exchange for knowledge.
Facts.
Because without knowledge, man, it's not. Working for free is rewarding because first you're able to work unlimited. Because that's what we want to be. First, you want to be a hard worker. You always want to be a hard worker. Whatever you do, be a hard worker at it. Whatever it is, just don't do it.
No half-assing.
Yeah, because someone else can do it. You're not the only person on this earth.
7-8 billion people.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. You know what I mean? And you know what? It's crazy because the more you're into you have to find something to live for it. Like how they say, find something to die for it and live for it. Running a business and becoming a business owner is one of the most rewarding things you can do, especially when things go wrong. You know that you are your own backup, and that's cool because you know you always got your back, and that's all you really need. But as the backup, when the backup comes, you have to be ready to take care of business, and that's gonna be a lot of being tired, a lot of I don't feel like it, a lot of like my back hurts or like my car's not working or like excuse after. If your car doesn't work, you could get an Uber. If you don't have an Uber, you could get the bike. If not, you could run it. You could ask for rides, but you gotta get there. Like, you know what I mean? You have to get there. Like, you don't have to be there. Just get there for 1 minute. That's it, and then you can leave. But you have to get there. So every day is like I have to get there. Like, I don't see the reason why I have to get there, but like I know that's part of my list. So you go there and then you finally get there and then you're like, okay, I accomplished my goal.
Right.
And then it's a good feeling because later you get like, I accomplished my goal. It feels good. That feeling is.
No, it's rewarding when
And you want to do more than that.
Mm-hmm.
And you just want to scale it. You want to scale it to, to more and more and expand.
Expand.
But it was so much opportunities when you change your life around and stop doing drugs. I've been sober for 2 years and 7 months.
Damn. I've been sober for almost 10 months.
That's good. You know, it's hard. You have to make a commitment to yourself and say that enough is enough. And you don't necessarily need to be, how you say, 100%, like 1000% straight like an arrow. But you do have to be aiming forward.
Yeah, because, I mean,
Forward.
I couldn't stop smoking bud. I mean, but I definitely stopped smoking. I mean,
Yeah.
I definitely stopped popping pills.
Look, it's drug abuse, not drug use. That's the problem.
Right.
It's drug abuse. Abuse of anything. Abuse of food. Abuse of porn. Abuse of
True.
Cocaine. Abuse of coffee.
Abuse of women.
Abuse of women. That's
Abuse of sex.
Yeah, it's the word abuse. Abuse is bad, but you know, use.
I saw this one thing earlier that they said that this it's a mentor that I have. It's not he don't know me, I don't know him, but I just follow him on Instagram and I follow him on YouTube. And he said, there's a myth where they say everything in moderation, but even a few ounces of cyanide could kill you.
Yeah, that's deep.
So it's like, why? How are we gonna say?
I'm gonna have to rewind the podcast so I can remember that.
Yeah,
Well, what minute are we on? Hold on.
We're about to hit an hour at 58 with 35.
All right, that's 1 hour. I have to remember that one. 'Cause I'm gonna forget, but that's a bad one.
Yeah, I was tripping too when I heard that, and I was like, damn, that makes sense. It's like, cause my whole life I would even say that, like, man, you could do whatever you want, just do it in moderation. But damn, bro, a little bit of that can poison your body, and that's it. So like lately now, I just been more like caution of I'm gonna just stick to my bud, bro, my weed.
Yeah, bud is a beautiful thing.
It is, man.
But abuse, no, that's a problem. Look, anything is abuse. If it's out in the rain, if it's your family's birthday party, and it's raining outside, and you could do it like this. If the first thing you think of is the substance over your family, then there's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
First thing of your family and make sure they're situated, everything's good, and then slowly back off and do your thing real quick. Have your good time and come back to your family. But if it's talking about like, okay, your family party and then the homies call and let's go smoke blunts and go out and skip the family party, like, whoa.
Facts.
The weed is not the problem. It's the time that you're not. The time that
you're not present.
Yeah, you're not present because of the weed. That's the problem. So and that could be another thing too. But CBD, I think marijuana and CBD is a very, very helpful for a lot of people.
Do you drink or?
No, I don't drink.
No alcohol.
I've been sober for 2 years.
So you've been sober from everything for 2 and 7 months. Well, not like that, but I'm saying like alcohol and
shout out to
cocaine.
my PO and all my elementary followers. Don't do drugs and stay away from alcohol.
Yeah, alcohol.
Marijuana is
not a drug.
Anything in abuse is bad. That's all I want to say. Anything in abuse is bad.
Don't do drugs.
Before the show, I asked
don't do hard drugs. Don't do hard drugs. Okay.
That's just crazy.
But where's the backwoods at?
Where's the backwoods?
I know, huh? Am I the client that has the dankest card?
No, you for sure. No, well, shout out to the little Legos.
Am I the only client that got that in the card?
Yeah, I think maybe like 1 or 2.
To the little Legos. I was like, what are you talking about? Now I get it.
Gundam and Star Wars.
Yeah, I think we lost one of those little.
Yeah, we lost one.
He messaged me. I was driving after I did his car.
Got that shit.
After one day when I did his car for a long time. But one time you're like, hey, have you seen a little lightsaber? Like for the Lego Darth Vader, and I'm thinking in my mind.
It's a red one then, right?
Yeah, but to me, I whenever that happens, I immediately have to like figure out what like the case. You know what I mean?
Right.
It could be anything, and so I'm like, okay, we gotta investigate what's going on here. And then
this gave me a bag of fucking little Lego fucking.
That you collected?
No, just Amazon did, bro. I got you, and he gave me, he got me a whole bag. He's like,
shout out to Eric's detail.
Yeah, and I know what happened to the misplaced the lightsaber. It's so easy to fall off the little hand.
Hell yeah, you see that shit.
So when I'm wiping down or vacuuming, it falls out, and then one time I lost it, and I lost it again. I was like, where'd it go? And this time I saw like 2 seconds ago. It's in here. And then I'm like, oh, it fell down, but I touched it. So now when I do your car,
move it out.
I'm
Take
like,
all the shits off.
it's like the analogy I use for the hot stove. It's like, I know it's hot, to be careful.
Yeah.
You have to move it around, wipe it down, be careful. It's gonna fall. Or what I do, I take it off and then you clean around and then you put it back.
Right back.
You never knew that, but I always do that. There's a lot of.
You never knew that.
Bro, I went
out.
out.
The little shout out to that little vacuum you have in your car.
I know, huh?
I want to get one of those so bad.
That shit keeps my car clean, bro. If I don't see you, sometimes I just be like,
that's so tight, man. That's a nice little vacuum.
It is, bro.
Dyson.
Yeah, if always when you see people with newer technology than you, absorb it because like, hey, whenever sometimes it could not be for like detailing. It doesn't have to be detailing, but you see something that works, you could learn how to adapt and use.
Right.
So I was like, whenever you see like cool gadgets like that, I take advantage of the ideas. Like, hey, that can make my time faster.
Right.
So that's always opportunities to help improve my business are always like on my mind. Like I could be chilling, I could be super depressed, like my life. So, nice opportunity for my business to grow. As I'm depressed, you know what I mean? I'm like my life sucks.
I don't see you ever depressed anymore, bro.
You know what? You know what?
As of late, as of your sobriety and all that, I don't know. You just got. I mean, the last time I saw you depressed was when your dog. Rest in peace. I didn't want to
Yeah,
bring
bring
him
it
Rest
up.
in peace to your dog too, though.
I
You
know,
told me
bro.
you
That's
did,
why.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I was like, he's like, rest in peace to your dog too, bro.
Right back at you.
You hang up first. You hang up.
Bro, that shit hurt, dog. Isn't it
Yeah.
crazy when how many years did you have him for?
Like a 15. But you know what? I'm so happy because he saw me get sober and I was walking him and I had a routine and I had money saved where I was able to take him to the vet and this and that. And, I was being like responsible for the first time of like an animal's death where I could take it from A to Z. I paid like a lot of money for the vets. And again, and then I asked him, do I have to put him to sleep? Because if I have to, he's in pain, I will. But like, no, he's not in pain like that, but he's like stagnant or something like that. And that he's like gone in his head. But he's gonna go. And I was like, you know what? I'll take it to the end to my house. You know what I mean? And a real quick story. I got weed socks.
Hell yeah.
Sock check. No. No, I was just looking at it. My dog. I called off where I told all my appointments the next day. My dog is down. I'm gonna reschedule. He's like, everybody's like, all right. I told my niece the day before, hey, tell your mom and your family, the family, to come down here. Oreo, the dog's name is Oreo. Say goodbye to Oreo. The next day they came. Within a minute and a half of them walking in the door holding the dog died.
Damn.
So the dog literally waited for them to come from Bakersfield. Like when they walked in the door, they held him, and then he died like a minute later. And I was like, damn, what are that was like the perfect ending. And I was like, and then I took him cremation. If your animal dies, the best thing you could say is, plan it, get it cremated, and have the nice box, have it with you. You know what I mean, and put a picture of it, and move on quickly and get another pet.
Yep.
Move on.
Yeah, move on, straight up. No, don't grieve. And if you need a detail, hit me up.
And a haircut.
Yeah,
Hit
Stuvo,
me
let's
up.
go.
That's me too, bro. I'm dead right now, bro.
Yo, move on.
Bro.
Yeah, that's all we can do. Literally, like
Yeah.
you took care of the pet. You tried your best. I was like, I did my best. I took him to the vet. I did my best. I took him to the vet. It was inconvenient too. Like I took him to the vet like 3 times before I called it quits. Like at 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning.
Damn.
Yeah, I really tried. I really like put money down. I was like, you know what I mean? Like I was like, I missed work. No customer left behind did not exist on this moment. I was like, I broke the code for that day. You know what I mean?
And then that after that day, you were like,
Oh,
never
it was
again.
it was hell the next day because I had to make up for so much. I was like, but
Damn.
I had to make up. The business must go on. Like,
Right.
no matter what, hey, whatever. If when running
What's
a
your
business,
new-
keep your emotions at the door.
Right. What's your new dog's name?
His name is Lucky, but we sometimes call him Oreo. We just forget. It was so quick, you know.
Be like that.
Like literally, like it was the same afternoon. In fact, I was like Lucky,
Bro,
It was like
I
a
just
month.
got
It was like a month.
I just got a little chihuahua myself, and his name is Chico, right? My mom would be calling him Chino. I'm like, Mom, it's Chico. Now my little niece be saying Chino. I'm like, it's not Chino.
That's
It's
crazy
Chino,
though.
it's
Because
Chino.
we
Shout
lost
out
2
to
dogs
Chino.
in 1 year, huh?
In the span of a year, yeah. Well, it was almost like exactly to the day.
Really?
Rocky and then Shakira, yeah. But I had something to ask you, bro.
Yeah.
Throughout this whole journey and this whole transition that you went through, what did your family think of, where you were to what you went through and what you are now?
Well, like in the beginning,
'Cause I see that Mom Bear is probably one of the most
Yeah.
important people in your life.
like in the beginning, they seen me real consistent with the idea. I had never dropped the act. Like if this is an act, I haven't dropped it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I got it tatted in the back of my head, but I first got it tatted in my heart, and it's not an act. I have a couple lyrics where I said when I used to rap, I don't rap, you know what I mean? But it's like I made a promise to myself when I was 23 years old that never again will I ever go broke. And ever since then, the only words I ever spoke were I gotta make this money. No longer laughing at the jokes, no longer finding things funny was not the only way I rolled. And I
That's
took
deep.
it,
That's
deep.
and I took it serious too. I said, hey, if I'm not making money today, there's nothing to laugh about anymore. Like, hey, if you're making money now, then you can laugh.
Yeah.
Then you can mess around. Then you can do stupid stuff.
Yes.
But make your money first, man. Like
Facts.
today
Yeah.
and then tomorrow too.
Ain't shit funny if you broke.
Yeah.
Over
Nothing.
here.
Yeah,
funny.
there ain't nothing funny, homie. Like you better go make some money, dog. I don't
Exactly.
know. If you're depressed, cool, go make money though. If you're happy, you go make money. Go spend it too. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Everything you work for, go spend it. But go make it though. You know what I mean?
You gotta
Yeah.
make that shit,
Yeah, it's
man.
about making it. It's not about having it. It's about making it. And
Straight up.
then it's about getting wise, and then
Wise
then
up.
investing, and then playing it the slow way. The slow route is the best route. You can't don't nothing. Not, you just and I tried many times where I tried to cut corners, and it doesn't work out. Then like it's better not to just if you can do something right, do it right the first time. But
Right. My dad always said that.
but I learned the hard way. I learned a million times.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing training courses now because you're skipping the million times.
Right.
Yeah.
Only $900. No,
So
but-
safe to say it's safe to say your folks are proud of you. Then you say.
They always saw me consistent, and they always saw me drunk and on drugs. So it was like, yeah, he's working, but he's really drunk, consistently working, and always drunk and on drugs. So it was like he's going up, but he's really taking the burning ship with him. You know what I mean? Abandoned ship. I'm like, nah, ship not being abandoned. Me drug abusing still, you know what I mean? But I would always work. So they saw like, man, if you only could stop drinking. But I had a heavy drinking problem, so they're like, but I would always work. So I'm like, what? Like,
What do you think made you turn to the alcohol and drugs so much?
it was
What were you
embarrassing.
running
It was
from?
embarrassing failing in front of everybody all the time.
So it was just like you didn't want to be the failure.
I don't want
of
to be
the family?
embarrassed. I was like, no, running away from just pain, just the typical average pain, and then but it was about being embarrassed because running a business in beginning is embarrassing.
Hell
You're gonna get laughed at. You
It's
have
not-
you're rolling up in a shopping cart. They asked me, "Where's your car?" Some pretty girl asked me, "So what is the car at?" Right there. Oh,
Fuck.
you gonna wash my car? Yep. What's up? You're the third in line, anyways. Come on, you have to be behind the other guy. Okay. And then they'll probably give me their keys. So people saw me running a business, drunk running a business. Now they see me, same thing, just not drunk. They saw me
Yeah.
grow from, and I'm talking about I've been sober for 2 years, like 7 months.
So what does your mom say about that? That you're sober and
Everybody says the same thing.
it's an act.
It's beautiful. No, everybody's peaceful. Like everybody around you becomes more happier.
Really?
Everybody and more reliable. You become more reliable, more happier, more reliable, more trustworthy. Everybody wins. Everybody. It's not even who. Everybody in your life, everybody you come in contact with, is always in a good mood now. And if they're not, like everybody claps for you. I haven't met a person where like you got sober and oh man, never. I haven't ran into that. Nah, it's always like, oh man, you inspire me. You inspire me. I'm like, dang, I'm only 2 days sober. That's more than me.
I'm dying right now. Nobody's ever said.
No,
"Oh,
they
you're sober,
haven't.
What the fuck? Like,
Nah. So I'm telling you. So
right, bro. That's never happened to me either. Every time.
yeah,
I'm like,
I
good
get used to it.
shit,
So
congrats."
and then when you fail and you do bad again, you realize, damn, I let a lot of people down.
Yeah.
And then you have to like keep up the act. Like, am I really changed my life or am I just say that changed my life? And then, yeah, but everybody in your life when you change to get sober, everybody wins. And
Very true.
And then when you take your business serious, you only grow.
Mm.
And if you never work correctly, you're just gonna take over the world.
Yo, he's saying it in a rose really way. This is like real gems
Yeah.
though. Like
Yeah,
it's the
this is-
truth.
Yeah,
It's the truth, and it's like it's in a little dry humor. I love it, bro. I love the humor.
no, but it's deep though. Yeah, you have to just do it. You have to be selfish in your sobriety and in your awakening, and you have to put yourself first. And for you cannot
Was sobriety and awakening at the same time for you?
no sobriety means that you're just not doing drugs.
And when
Awakening means you finally woke up.
and when did you reach? So you didn't reach both either of those destinations.
No, I got sober because when I got sober, I had the awakening when I was in the alleyway looking for a job.
Mm-hmm.
That was the awakening.
Right.
And then the next day I got hired. But the drugs still stayed. Then I stopped doing the drugs, and then I got another awakening, which was the second awakening. Um, I already had the DUI and I crashed, and luckily, no one got hurt as bad. I did go to jail, and I went to do a whole DUI process. I was like, okay, strike one out of 1 millionth. Strike number two after 1 millionth was I almost got killed. I got beat up by 3 guys. I started to fight all drunk, and I was beat up really bad. And I remember I got kicked in the face a lot of times, and I was like, I'm done. I'm drunk. I'll fireball and other stuff, and I'm getting hit in the face, and it hurts, and I wanna just stop getting kicked in the face. So I ran, and then I was all beat up. I got into with my cousin to my back home, and then I was like, I'm fucking beat up, man, and all I want to do is recover. I'm just tired of this life. Before that, though, I even went to the hospital to detox, and I read the big book, and I heard all the experiences, and I read the whole entire big book. You know what I mean? And I can relate to all the stories. But yeah, so I was recovering, and I was like, damn, okay, I'm good. Like I'm good. Like I'm straight. Like I get the point. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be this guy no more.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to recover now physically. And then I started losing a lot of weight. Started eating right. I started my mind wasn't so cloudy no more. I was like, man, this is good, man. Like, because tweed, cocaine, alcohol, heroin, it has a hold on you so bad that you literally have to just be tired of like having no money, and like, everybody like accepting you for a loser. You have to be tired of that. And once you hit that tiredness, you're like, you know what? Either two things: you're gonna rob a jewelry store, or you're gonna fucking do something about it. And it's usually you're gonna do something about it, which just means get sober, focus on a job. Don't even worry about running a business. First, run your day. You know what I mean? Run your day. Run your morning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? The night before, if you're gonna say you're gonna get a certain breakfast, the next morning go get that breakfast. Even if you don't want it no more, say, you know what? Yesterday I did want it for a reason. Go get that breakfast. If it's a healthy breakfast too, preferably. But even if it's not, you said it for a reason, so go do it. Like, don't say something in your mind that you're gonna do it, not do it. So in the morning when you go plan out your day, just stay true to yourself and what you tell yourself, because you have to stay doing what you say you're gonna do long after the emotion of motivation is gone, because you made a commitment, and this is a commitment that again.
So that goes back to the question I asked you earlier. You're more undisciplined than motivation, because motivation will leave you, like you just said.
Motivate. I'm not even motivated.
You're
now,
disciplined.
now,
Committed.
I'm not motivated. I'm eager already to like take it to the next level already, which is the new van and the shop. Ready? So now I don't have it yet, so I'm like, oh man, when am I gonna get it? Because now I built something where people come to me. I could literally just have people come to me. I don't even. I could kind of stop doing mobile if I really wanted to.
You can open your own.
Yeah, I have enough
clients.
data in my head and enough client people enough. Now I just gotta focus on advertising. I follow a lot of gurus on Instagram where they show about networking and marketing, and I'm like, I got enough content where I could just like play it right. You know what I mean? But it's oh man,
Is that next?
Getting like a spot, like a shop.
yeah, the shop. This next year, next year it's gonna start off like a small shop with like a friend of mine, a friend or two, and we're gonna be able to do ceramics and paint correction and training courses right there. I'm already doing training courses. A lot of people don't want to do training courses because you don't have a shop, or don't have the tools, or I don't have the van. Those are excuses that I don't listen to because it's all bullshit, man.
It is.
And I know it because I experienced it. First, I used to tell it, and I used to say it, and then I used to be against it. As having a shop, if you have a lot of knowledge, hey, make money off your knowledge too, man. Don't just have it as a book on a shelf. Make money, pay the bills with it. You know what I mean? With the knowledge you have, make money, put money in your wallet.
Straight up.
I started creating courses. A lot of people tell me you can't throw courses because you don't have a shop. You're not professional. Are you licensed? I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna say it, and people started coming to me. You know what I mean? And then I started noticing. Damn, a lot of people started noticing me. And then what I really noticed, everybody trying to negotiate the price. So it's like, all right, so the more people want, the more you can just raise your value, raise value. And when people who are throwing training courses, because training courses are going for like $3,000 right now. So I'm always hearing your training course is actually the cheaper side of town. I'm like, damn. Well, I thought I was charging, but compared to the other people, I'm the cheap guy, and I'm still $900 is the cheap guy. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
2-day course going for like $2,500. Damn, I have 4 students. 25. That's a 10,000 in 2 days.
Right.
With 2 students right now, it's going good. Sometimes, God bless the students and everybody. I'm still a student myself. You know what I mean? I learn something every day. I learn how to. But yeah, as far as training, that's a good way to make money because there's a lot of people I talk to that I just share the information that I get and I just share it to someone else, but take a little off the top where you could get paid for that. Don't give your knowledge for free, or what's because you have so many people asking you for knowledge.
The game is to be sold, not told.
Damn, that's true, man. Like, you can't be selling your knowledge like that. If you're really good at something, it's okay to make money off it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't feel guilty of making $1. If you can make $1 off the old lady across the street, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
She don't feel bad making $1 for you.
Yeah, she doesn't. Oh, in fact, she can use her like innocent old lady looks to get $2 off it
Straight
and
up.
laugh.
Yeah.
And laugh. So when it comes to business, you gotta, make sure you don't be dumb.
Yeah.
No one's dumb when it comes to business.
Hell no.
Especially old ladies. Don't feel sorry for them.
Bro, those ladies bargain till their death.
Yeah,
bro.
because they know what's up. They be collecting the cans too, nicely dressed. Getting out the car, going to 7-Eleven, looking inside the trash can, like, damn, senora, stop. But they be hustling.
They do.
And
Hardcore.
older people, you see them, they collect cans, and they're dressed, they're nice. And it's like a hobby, too, for them, too. But that's their mentality. As their hobby, to exercise at a park, they're collecting cans.
Yeah.
Like, that's their mentality. And that's crazy, huh?
Definitely.
It's all a mentality in the end.
You think everybody can be taught that mentality, or you think everybody just eventually has to wake up?
You just have to wake up. You can't be taught it. It's
Right.
it's something.
It's an
that you-
awakening, huh?
You need to wake up, and you just have to be tired of being tired of why can people talk about their promotions? Why can people talk about where they're living? Why can people talk about their cars? Why can I like Eric Thomas says? Why can't I drive the Mercedes Benz?
Facts,
You know
bro.
what I mean? It's like why not? Like why can't I? Why can't I?
Aspire.
What just? And it got to the point where like I want someone to tell me that I can't, and then I started doing it, and then I'm still am, and it's crazy. But I see myself growing. I trip out. I don't see the growth because I'm in it. But if I look at pictures from the past, and then and the stories that people tell me, I'm like, damn, that was me. First, I don't remember because I was so drunk and all one. So it's a serious. It was me.
Yeah.
And then after hearing it, I'm like, wow. It looked like I had a lot of effort. Yeah, I'm proud of myself. I have never failed myself as far as effort or letting no customers go. But as far as getting sloppy sometimes, the key to fix yourself when you feel like you're getting sloppy is to be accountable and to you just have to formulate a plan and ask for help. One of the best advices, anybody could take anything from this podcast. I was gonna say right now, if the best advice is to get outside help. If you're in a situation, don't think that you could solve it by yourself. Get outside help. Like that's the answer, is to get outside help. If you're in a situation, get out. Don't try to do it by yourself. Just get help from the outside. Don't get help from within inside because obviously it's not working. Yeah, it's failed. Like let's keep it real.
Yeah.
So but don't stay in that situation. Don't get outside help. And outside help come in many ways. Also, this is a form of a video on YouTube or like an actual person talking
Or a book.
You know what I mean? But get
Or a
out.
podcast like the current.
Podcast, yeah. I mean, if you wouldn't believe it, I listen to a lot of podcasts all the time. A lot of it is you don't necessarily remember everything, but there'll be like one or two things that stuck.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'd be like, that was good. It fed my soul.
Mm-hmm.
It fed my soul. You know what I mean?
I've been big on that.
It fed your soul. And you know what? It really is about feeding our soul. It's about feeding our souls healthy stuff. And it's sad because I always do it where I feed my soul negative stuff too.
Question. So back then you said you wanted tattoos. Is that what inspired you to get a lot of most of these tattoos that you have, or did the tattoos happen when you were in your past life drunk and?
No, I just love tattoos. I love they look badass. I think. Well, it just started with all my friends have tattoos. So like when you kick with a lot of people who are tatted,
you just start getting tatted.
Yeah, you just kind of like want one or two, and then it feels good. Like it feels good to look at. Like girls like having their nails and eyebrows. I like having tattoos.
Sick.
But it just generally I don't see it as a tattoo. I just see something that belonged to me already, and then it finally got to me. I don't see it like I'm getting a tattoo. Finally, it's coming from the universe, and it's coming like in. And today's the day I finally get introduced to it. And it was always mine. It's just now it's getting inked.
Did the one on your head hurt? On the side of your head?
The side of the head.
I was going to ask you,
Yeah.
what is it? What is that one on your side?
Oh, it's shout out to Mama Goose. That's my mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have my aunt, my mom, and my aunt. The
They-
portraits, my friend
Did
Danny.
they
did it.
hurt?
Yeah, they did.
Damn.
But the ones on the neck hurted the most though. Yeah, anybody, if you see any like a small skinny girls tatted down with the neck, they could take pain. Because when I was getting tatted, I was thinking about some girls that got like you wouldn't think they could tolerate pain, but they're all tatted down.
Yeah,
So
I've seen
when
that.
I was getting, I was like, damn, how'd that girl do it? Because this is one of the worst pains.
Really?
That was bad,
Bro, you got a lot on
Nah,
your
you know,
neck.
I want to get fully covered.
No, I know, but you got a lot on your neck to say that that's one of the worst pains, and you still went with it, and you did more.
Oh no, it was the worst. When I say it was the worst pain, it was the
I'm just looking at the one under your chin, bro.
Oh, the little eagle?
Damn.
Yeah.
That shit must have hurt. What position were you?
You know what actually hurt it most? Other than the severe pain of the needle hurting me, it was actually bending for a long period of time.
holding
neck.
holding the position.
Yeah, when I, like after like an hour or two, I was like, hold on, let me get back, let me move my neck, and I was like, oh, that hurts. At least
People had to, like
it,
stay like that for like a day. And shit.
it hurted more than a tattoo.
I
You
bet.
get used to the tattoo already. Now you're just like, hey man, like, can we stop?
All that weight.
But you can't.
Can't
Yeah.
we stop?
So that's part of the tattoo too. That was
Yeah, time is money there, right?
yeah, no, but no, I love tattoos. Just I love I want to get more too. Just right now I don't have time for tattoos right now. It's all the money, pricey too. Tattoos are pricey.
They are.
But I have friends. I have a bunch of friends who give good prices, and one does really good work too. But right now I'm just focused on
You have any big pieces coming up next? Like a big ass piece that you're like, I want to get a big ass, or is it everything?
no, nothing. It's the van in the shop right now. Is the only thing in my head.
No, yeah.
And just producing content and networking correctly and start expanding.
No big tattoos.
No, I can't say. My mind is focused on the. Yeah, I'm
Business,
not.
I
Yeah, I'm not. If I were to get something though, well, I do have I have like my chest. I got like a little bit right here. I got all this right here.
So you still have your torso to do, your back.
Yeah, I got my last name on my back. The typical.
Where you from? Mexican or?
My mom's from El Salvador.
Oh shit,
Really?
Salvador.
Yeah, and my dad's from Ecuador. I never grew up with my dad actually.
Got you.
Trip out.
You said he's from Ecuador?
Yeah,
Oh, what?
but
So your mom's Salvadorian.
yeah, my mom's Salvador.
Have you ever been to El Salvador?
When I was little, yeah, when I was small.
Mm.
My mom always said that I'll get killed though if I go back.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
You know
nah.
what's funny, bro? I went this last time and I saw a good amount of people with ink,
Yeah,
and I asked them that, and they're like, it's become a trend out there as well.
yeah, that's what I said.
Pretty much. I mean,
I'm-
if it's they're able to see what and know what's gang affiliated tags and whatnot.
You know, sometimes I ain't gonna lie. Having tattoos might put you in a situation where you might put yourself in a situation
Have you been in those situations?
many times, all the time. Just all the time. I never even. All the
It's just
time.
that attention that tattoos bring that, right?
Yeah, all the time. I'm always, when the situation comes, you just gotta stay calm and collective and understand that.
It's not about you. They don't know you.
Yeah, they don't understand. So what you gotta do is you gotta, tattoos will put you in a situation.
Yeah. in both cases, right? With
Yeah.
with
Um,
gang members, even with cops, sometimes might look at you.
It's just a lot of people now. It's sad, how you can easily get confused or
Be targeted.
mistaken, targeted for your tattoos, and you look sometimes. Girls look cute with tattoos. Guys sometimes they want to
Threatening.
threatening, and sometimes I see people all tatted. I'm like, is that how people look at me? I'm like, they don't know the fun, goofy Erik, the car wash guy,
Mhm.
sober. No, they just see who's this guy in front of me,
Yeah.
and what does it say on the back of his head? And if you read close enough, it says Eric's detailing. And if you look really close enough, you see all these faces. You know what I mean? And if you look really close enough, and then but a lot of people don't look. They just see like something. So it could easily get
That's a
confused.
trip, huh? It's like they don't listen and they just hearing.
Yeah. So
Like right now they can see but they're not looking.
so as
That's
far
deep.
as far as the whole gangs.
Dodgers lost?
Pretty badly.
Ouch.
Motherfuckers.
Damn. No, but yeah, just be careful what you get tatted to. You don't want to get nothing that might get you in a situation where you end up regretting. And
True.
but tattoos are cool. I love tattoos, but yeah, all the time. I'm always the best thing I could do is I just be calm and collective and understand how you gotta think about how like I gotta get home tonight. I gotta be home to my family tonight. I can't. I'm not gonna lose for over a 5-second stare. I'm gonna like lose it all right now.
Right.
And best comes to best, I'm running from the cops.
Right.
Worst comes to worst, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Worst, or I could just easily turn the other cheek.
True.
As long as I'm not in danger or I'm not threatened, really. Like, you know what?
True.
I'm not gonna go for my ego. I mean, like it's not. I have a lot to lose, and but then again, hey, tattoos will put you in situations where, you can't. But that's like, it happens often though. Be honest, but it's normal.
It just comes with the territory getting
Yeah,
tattoos.
getting tattoos. So don't, And in gym, people always want to know. They want to know what it says. Like, what does the letters on your back of your head say?
Eric's detailing.
I tell them.
You need detailing.
You know how many times I gave gang members cards? All the time. Yeah, they want to know it's from the end. They're like, oh well, yeah, hook it up with the detail polish. Yeah, cool. 99.9% of the time, it's always like that. Only like one or a few times, but
That's great though, man.
I have one more quick question, bro.
cool.
What's good?
What made you get into fitness? Is it everything you said that you're like?
oh,
everything you were
just
going through, like the
oh,
bad phase in your life. Better said.
yeah, no, just a lot of all my friends, they're like that I admire. They're always big and eating healthy and fitness all the time, and I always see them live their lives like crazy, like always all happy and good, and so it just rubs off, and I always hear their conversations, and it's always like stuff that I don't understand, like macros and this and fiber that, and, but it's all habits and mentality and just being aware that you do what you eat and what you do like physically is gonna affect your mentality. And I always see them, and it's like I'm gonna start like, kind of copying their habits. And the best habit is just drink a lot of water.
True.
Stay away from stuff that you shouldn't be around. Don't forget the promise that you told yourself. Like pretty much the story that we all tell ourselves, but we just have to live it. It's good stories that they're good to experience. The love of trial and error, and the grind of waking up. Like Kobe said, like Kobe said,
Can't relate to lazy people.
yeah, Kobe, damn, Kobe, shout out to man, my heart hurted.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace, Kobe, man. But yeah, he said, damn, Kobe,
For real.
yeah, Kobe,
Those are
Mamba
hard
out.
ones. Mamba out.
Mamba out.
Mamba out.
Oh,
But
He inspired me so much.
Yeah.
He did.
he inspired this move for me too, man. But I want to thank you, Eric, for joining us today, bro.
Appreciate it.
Great story, bro. Great content. Great detailing.
Yeah, great detailing. Yeah, let me know if you guys need a detail.
Hey, man, this guy right here, because he just got a new Lexus. And he needs
Follow
it
him
for
on
sure.
Instagram. Where can people follow you, bro?
On Instagram, big shout out to Instagram. It's Erik's Detailing, ERIKS Detailing.
Is that the only social media you're on?
I have a Facebook. It's also Erik's Detailing.
Mm.
I have a website, but it's mostly the Instagram.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's where everybody's on.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it works for me. To be honest,
You haven't got onto TikTok yet?
I have a TikTok, but it's my Instagram stories is my TikTok. I have a TikTok, but
Yeah.
Just focus more on Instagram right now.
IG.
it's so much time consuming to
It is.
be on Instagram. You don't get everybody. You guys don't know how much effort we put into posting. It's not a lot of it's like
It's
just
a lot.
It is.
But when we write, especially when you write, I like you reading his all the time.
Yeah, I put a lot of
Like when I read it first, I don't read it automatically. I'm not gonna read it yet. I gotta sit down somewhere.
Yeah.
Let me smoke a bowl or something real quick. Let me see what this food says. Fuck. That's just long. Let me read it. Hold on. Shit. And I read it.
Yo, Eric's a
I
little,
scroll down and
little comedian, man.
But
yeah, bro.
I love reading the stories though, man. It's always
Appreciate it,
inspiring.
bro,
The
man.
photos too, they're always cool. Like
I know, bro.
Yeah.
I just try to bring some new content to people, you know.
Yeah, man, good photos, man.
But wrap it up, bro. It was a great.
Thank you, man.
Great to have
Appreciate
you
it.
on. I'll
Thank
see
you
you
guys.
tomorrow morning for the
Oh
detail.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
So-
7 a.m.
So if anybody listening to this needs a detail and you in the San Fernando Valley, or I don't know, do you have other areas you go to, by the way?
For like details in the like more full detail range, paint correction range. Yeah, I travel to like Los Angeles, Bakersfield. You know, I'm pretty far. You know what I
There you
mean?
go.
Reasonable, but I'll
Yeah.
come. I'll come for that money.
Perfect. So if you guys listening, you guys are in those areas, he said.
Yesterday's price is not today's
Yeah.
price.
Not at all.
Yeah,
Thank you once again, Eric.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank
Love
you,
guys. You're the
Byron. Thank
best.
you,
Thank you,
Enzo.
guys.
Shout out to Manny. I couldn't make it today, but thank you.
I
Have
know,
a good
right?
night,
Peace.
fellas.
Man.
No, huh? We didn't have our guest today. How this fucking couch gets comfy.
Yeah, now I know what you get.
Smoke a blunt or
Yeah.
shit. All this weed talk.
Oh man.
That shit's
So you gonna take a group picture?
Yeah, we should.